Good evening, viewers, and welcome back to Prime Live. Today, I am so privileged and incredibly honored to have two incredibly special guests who are making a profound impact in the lives of children with disabilities. Joining us this evening is the beautiful and incredible Pebetsi and her husband, Shimane, who is equally beautiful, we have to say, who are from an incredible organization called Leatile La Bana Foundation. Now, this incredible organization is dedicated to supporting as well as uplifting children with cerebral palsy as well as other disabilities, being able to help them reach their full potential and thrive. Now, they are here to talk about an upcoming event that is close to their hearts, which is Casual Day, taking place on September 6th, 2024, and we are going to be talking about Casual Day as well as the event that is going to be taking place at the Pretoria School for Disabled Learners. Good evening to you both, and thank you so much for joining us on Prime Live.
It's our pleasure to be here.
I mean, people like you guys are absolutely, the champions of South Africa. You're doing such incredible work to uplift the lives of people with disabilities. And, we've just seen, our very own Miss South Africa, who has a hearing impairment, standing up and speaking up against exclusion, and particularly exclusion of people with disabilities. But let's start off our conversation this evening by talking about your incredible organization. Pebetsi, I'm going to start the conversation with you this evening. Can you tell us more about what inspired you to really start Leatile Foundation, and what was the inspiration and what drew you to starting an incredible organization like this?
So the foundation started when my son was diagnosed with cerebral palsy by the age of 1. So usually we would go to his appointment to the doctor, like your physio, your therapist, for the appointment due to his milestone. So during when we were there, me and my husband, we would see that parents would not interact with other parents. So that's when me and my husband started the foundation, so that we can help more parents and also help children with disability.
That. I love that you used your own experience, because there's often not a lot of support or platforms for parents as well as children who are struggling from certain disabilities, because the level of care they need is different to other children. And there's definitely a lack of these platforms in South Africa. So I love that you chose to use your very own platform to start something to support other parents as well as children. Shimane, I'm going to bring the conversation to you now. As a father of a child who has cerebral palsy, what do you believe is the biggest challenge as a parent, as a child in South Africa? What are some of the biggest challenges they face having a disability, and particularly with cerebral palsy particularly?
Oh, okay. As my wife said, alluded that we found a gap. We found a gap where they'll tell you that your child has a problem, but there isn't much of a support system in terms of that. So we saw that gap, hence the Leatile La Bana Foundation. And then the school that our son goes to, the social worker came to us and told us that you guys look energetic and stuff. We've got a social problem here at school as well. We've got certain kids that are from disadvantaged families. So imagine a child is 5 years old and is disabled and they live in a shack. So obviously, for example, their wheelchair will never last. It will take them probably every 2 to 3 months to come and get a new wheelchair because of the conditions as well. And then when you go and visit their houses, it's the special nutrition that they need to have, it becomes worse because of the conditions that they have. They go to school, but we don't, the school just, it's the school. They go there every day, but no one goes to where they live and understand their social issues. So that's where we come in. We're working with a school called Pretoria School for Cerebral Palsy. So we've identified a number of kids there that we help daily, from wheelchair to toiletries to any special needs that they want. So that's the biggest challenge that we are facing, that the government is not doing enough, but at the same time, the parents of the kids also have other social struggles that they have. That's where we come in as Leatile La Bana Foundation to try and close the gap in that instance. I mean, as you know, I mean, it's still taboo for us as black people when you have a disabled kids, they lock them in the houses and so on. That's where we come in, create a support group for the mothers or the fathers, and then we take it from there.
I mean, this is exactly why I talk about people like you, individuals like you, being the champions of South Africa. The need is very, very great, especially, like you said, amongst disadvantaged communities, for them to be able to provide the level of care that is required for somebody who has cerebral palsy, for example. And there isn't enough platforms and outreach projects by government or that exist in these kinds of communities to be able to provide that support. Because as a parent, I mean, you are also in a new environment and in a completely something you don't understand and you don't know. You're also just learning about your child's diagnosis and learning how to navigate that diagnosis and how to best provide support structures, platforms, and learning platforms for your child. And I love that you've created a support group so that parents can be able to come together. And then also providing the necessities that these children in these communities will need is absolutely incredible. But I want to talk a little bit more about the name. And Pebetsi, I'm going to bring this one to you. I mean, it has a very beautiful name. Leatile La Bana means something very beautiful, and I'm going to let you explain the name and the meaning behind the name.
So Leatile La Bana came from my son's name, which is Leatile, and it means abundant, like kokeito in our home language. So we just decided to use it in terms of the more infectious diseases like cerebral palsy that we have, like more kids with disabilities. So that's when we incorporated with it, with Leatile La Bana, meaning more of children with disability.
I love that, because we absolutely need more inclusion in South Africa. We need more spaces where people with disabilities can feel comfort, can feel welcome, and are able to have access to as much possible opportunities as they possibly can. And we know that's definitely lacking in communities and in South Africa as well. So I love that you both are using your platform to raise your voices for the disability community. And I know a lot of people are excited about our new government of national unity. And it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do differently, because we're seeing a lot of new ministers come in and they're very excited and they're very eager and they're full of lots of ideas. But I would love to see how our government of national unity is going to cater better to the disability community, whether it comes to education, whether it comes to level of care, as well as access to the much needed resources, particularly for people in disadvantaged communities. Now, I want to talk a little bit more about the event that is coming up. Shimani, can you tell us a bit more about Casual Day that is coming up, as well as the event that you guys have planned?
Okay, we work hand in hand with NCOP, which is the guys that started Casual Day 30 years ago. If you could remember the stickers that people wear on Casual Day, it's the money goes to helping institutions like us. So yes, that's we're having a Casual Day on the 6th of September, where we're helping the school called Pretoria for cerebral palsy learners. That event it starts at 9 o'clock. We just had a confirmation from the MEC of health. She's also coming. We're hoping that the more the merrier. We send a lot of emails. That day is like a Christmas for these kids. Yeah. Let's just put it that way. It's like a Christmas for these kids. It's like a fun day for them, you know. We just it's a day where we need to create awareness, and for the kids it's an overwhelming day for them. So we just hope that we can get people to come and get involved and just see what is the struggles and just enjoy the day with them.
I love that.
And
yes, please continue. Yes,
okay,
please.
sorry. If I can add on that day, like we're selling stickers for 20 Rand. So the money will go to the school so that they can buy stuff that they need in terms of toiletries, food, and wheelchairs. So we just wish people can buy the stickers so that we can support the kids.
Absolutely. Please do share more information about how they can actually purchase the stickers. And then also remember, as South Africans, we need to be able to reach out and assist in every possible way that we can. How can we assist with the running of the day? How can the public actually get involved beyond purchasing a sticker? How can we get involved?
Okay, that I will give it to Shimani.
Oh, okay. It's very unfortunate that donors only come on Mandela Day or Casual Day and stuff like that. I mean, we do it daily. So we just wish that people can donate as much as they can, even if it's not monetary. So the school also has a hostel. So there's kids that need clothing as well. There's kids that need uniforms, school bags, toiletries, as my wife mentioned. And then we still need wheelchairs and stuff. So people can come and donate anything. We accept anything, you know, not only monetary donation. So we've got a whole year program lined up as a foundation as well. We still have Baba Day coming. We still have a hiking with the parents, especially the Father's Day hikings. So we have a program for the whole year. So we're also helping the kids as well. So we need as many donations as possible. For example, there's one that we're also pushing not only on Casual Day. Also, we've got what we call a charity runner. Thanks to Samantha, she's going to be a charity runner for the Sowetan Marathon, where we will try and raise as much funds as possible as well. So we have a lot of activities that we're trying to raise funds just to help these kids as well. And it's not only the Pretoria School for Cerebral Palsy learners, we're also helping Kalafong Kalafong Hospital. So you get kids that go there every what on Wednesdays, right? Tuesdays and Thursday they go for appointments. You get children that goes as far as Mpumalanga to come there. So imagine coming from a disadvantaged family, and then you have to pay for the transportation. You can't ride in a taxi and then you go for appointments. So we get a lot of parents that miss appointments because they don't have the means or the resources for them to go to appointments. So these are the type of people that we are helping. So we need as much donations as possible.
Absolutely. I mean, it definitely shows there's a big gap in our healthcare system, because I personally work with an organization as well where they have a home here in Johannesburg because the children need weekly treatment. And we shouldn't need to have to do things like this. We should be able to have good access to quality healthcare wherever you are situated in South Africa. But lastly, Pebetsi, before we let you go, please do share your information with us. I mean, Shimani, you have shared a lot of information about the different events that you do have ongoing throughout the year. And I know an organization with your strength needs a lot of support. Can you please share some details with us about how we can stay in touch about the next events coming up, and how can we keep in touch with you?
Okay, so on Instagram we are LLB_foundation, and on TikTok it's Leatile La Bana Foundation, and then they can get in touch on 073 021 9955. That's our WhatsApp number. Yeah, that's, and maybe I forgot something.
Yeah, no. Can we repeat that in case the 07302199955? We'll also love to thank the team and all the volunteers that always come to help us. We are lucky that we've got medical aid. I mean, we still have the same team that my son had when he was born, and they're also helping us a lot, you know, to give free medical service to the people that we need to help, from the physio to the occupational therapist and so on. Yes, please donate.
Yeah.
But it's been such a pleasure and such an immense privilege to have you on the show with us. And I mean, we really commend and congratulate the incredible work that you have done, and towards investing in uplifting disability communities in South Africa and amplifying the voices of excluded people from our community, because the disability community is absolutely excluded, and that needs to change, whether it comes to the access to healthcare, the access to resources. As South Africans, we need to be doing more to support the disability community, and thank you for standing up for them and doing everything that you do.
It's our pleasure. Thank you very much.
Viewers at home, that is Pebetsi and Shimani from an incredible foundation. Please do support them. Like they said, donate. There isn't enough being done in communities across South Africa to provide the necessary healthcare, resources and support for people with disabilities, particularly children and families who are living with disabilities. We absolutely need to play our part as South Africans and be the change that we want to see in our country, and be supportive of these communities. So remember to get your sticker on casual day. It is only 20 Rand and you'll be supporting such an incredible cause and initiative. And if you can actually go out to the casual day event, please do reach out to them on their social media platforms to support in any way you can. This is absolutely my call to action to all of you out there to please support organizations like this. It is absolutely our duty as South African citizens. If we are in a position of privilege, it is your duty to help those in need. On that note, viewers, it is time for us to head over to an ad break and we'll come right back.